know how you do that is what I was going to try to compliment you on it, but
Oh.
you get kind of edgy on it. So
Oh, I made it.
well, I'm sure you did. I just have not the slightest idea how that can be done. I certainly recognize the picture of my brother. In that picture, he must have been about 30 years old. With his children at bedtime. These stories were always new Lowell made them. You kind of redundantly
I
repetitive.
have to fix. This is a rough draft. It's not fixed. It's called rough
These
draft.
stories were always a new. Well, do you want me to help you with spelling and stuff?
Well, no, I haven't rewritten it. I just need to rewrite it, Vance. It's a rough cover.
I understand that. You want me to help you spell the word always?
No, I can spell the word always. It just came out wrong because the computer made it wrong.
Okay,
I put in something, the computer screwed it up. I haven't argued with the computer yet.
right. But it just says
I didn't,
always and
Vance.
Lowell made
Vance,
Lowell
come
made.
on.
Okay. Well, just proofread it is all I'm saying, honey.
I told you this is a rough draft. I only have one page for the book right now, too. Do you want to see?
Okay.
Do you want to see that?
Well, it says here, art art director Tanya Walstead Miller here. I know I lied. It doesn't say anything about Walstead. Um, Look Book Look by Stephen. I don't get that. Is there somebody
It's
named
important.
Steve?
It's somebody important to me.
Okay.
We kind of came up with this idea, and sometimes they get directions.
And then it said on the right, "Do not pass these trees." And then George Washington is underneath it with a hatchet, and he's gonna cut down the cherry tree.
Okay, back then you didn't have do not trespass signs on that property. Is that true?
There are, but they haven't been repainted in 30 years
Right, but the
more.
point is, back in that time period, there weren't no there was no signs. Is that true?
That's not true. There were.
There were no
That,
trespassing signs back then.
yeah, those big, heavy things that were about 20 inches long and 11 inches or 12 high, and they had two holes drilled in them. And Dad and I would lean a uh, ladder against the tree, and then we'd go up, and he would screw big. Well, they were like a nail, except they were more like a screw. And we would screw those things in like with a crescent wrench right into the tree so that nobody could back them off. And we've had two of those things, but those signs would have grown into the trees. And I have not been on that property since my 50th anniversary, which would be what, 2013 maybe, or yeah, I'm very tired, honey. I worked outside and I got up early, and I am a little bit frustrated. Did I talk to you about the 94-year-old lady with the red hair that you've talked to? Is it 1 year, or is your
We
first
distilled
drunk?
this book to a dance
It's
heart. That
twelve
means he
hundred
can
and
do whatever
fifty
he wants.
dollars in
You don't have
Arizona,
to
but you
hold
got to
it
know the
for the
dumb
whole
number.
thing. Because
And
you're
of
right.
course,
It's a
she had
walking on the
no
story. He
idea
forgot.
because
Vance
she's
isn't going to care. We can do
never
what we want.
drunk under the influence and stuff. And
That's
so
why
she
he
did
decided not to
horribly
go
the
look at the
first
bear, because he
time.
wanted to be by
Well,
himself and the other guy connect.
I coached her on
Because that's the stress you had at that time.
Tuesday night and Wednesday night,
We need
and
to
she
look at
went
their
in and took
ages and
the
compare
test
what they were
on
doing at the same time.
Thursday
Connect.
this week and flunked it.
Talk to himself about this. You don't have to talk to yourself. You can talk to me, but it doesn't happen all the time. And you can't hear him all the time because all the times you have to talk. Now you're muting the phone so you can listen to that person and to me at the same time, said your dad. He didn't know you can't hear all the time in the head. No. That's what happened. They took me out at the place because they didn't want me having
Here is a conceptual layout for a highly visual two-page lookbook spread. It is designed to read from left to right, using simple milestones and vivid descriptions of the accompanying cartoon illustrations, so you can perfectly envision his emotional journey. Note: the timeline ends in 2013, the year of his passing, to complete his life story. Page 1. The Making of a Leader. Left side. 1918. Age, 0. A village beginning. The milestone. Born Rolihlala Mandela, in the small village of Mvezo. The visual. A bright, warm cartoon of a peaceful South African village with rolling green hills. A baby rests under a large, protective...
Can I please get the art? Thank you. Does it, sweetheart? Said Mom. Dad prefers to get the art too. We don't really want to hear it, said her dad. Can't really understand it, but understands the art better now. But you understand it better, so he understands it better. Then we all understand it better, so nobody thinks it's better. Dad wants to hear it all. He wants to hear it all. He wants to hear it all. He wants to hear it all because he can, said Mom. Don't tell me what to do, said your dad. I want to hear it all, said your mom. Everybody wants to hear it all. Dad doesn't. Dad doesn't. He doesn't. He just wants to see the art. We'll see what happens. We're seeing what happens. We're seeing what happens, said your dad. He just wants to know quick. And that's how Tanya gets too. That's how we get, said Mom. Tanya needs to brush her teeth. Damn you, Tanya, said nobody. Their mom's mad that you've got more people gone from her heart. She doesn't like it when you talk to Vance, so no, she hates it. She doesn't mind. She doesn't want him on the phone. Mom doesn't want to talk to Vance anymore. Good night. Okay. This is good, so more people think it isn't. Who? Dad doesn't like it? No. Dad likes it, so nobody. He wanted something like the timeline like you said, but this did it different, Dad. This is a baby. 1918. He's 0. Your little guy. Then you go to college. And you find his voice. That's 1940. You're still not born yet. Then 1944. This is around when you might have gotten in here. Spark of the movement. It's when they started to do something, so Dad did not know. He got into activism. So it could have been any time then. Was it before then? It wasn't. It was during that time, said nobody. It was when his dad died, said everybody. His dad died. I saw it on the other timeline. He did not. So your dad is thinking, this is not the one. None of these were the problems, said your dad. See, this helps us, said Chi-Chi. It's when your dad died at 11, we think so, said your father in heaven. There it is. At 11, your dad died, said Mom. Did not know it. That's hard on your dad. Now he knows he didn't have a dad, and then he didn't have a dad. And then he finally got a dad because Stanley got upset and gave him attention and retired, sort of. Had more time when he was old to connect. The Pale, the prison, and the president. Wow. That's what they call it. The Pale, the president. The Pale, the prison, and the president? Mike has no idea. This is my dad, he knows. He's the one who said so, Tanya. It's big time, said Mom. So you don't want me to come tomorrow? He thinks not. But very soon, said Papa. Is he okay with me coming? No, he is. That's why he did that. He did it to remind him of himself. He forgot, Tanya. Does it help having your picture right there? It does, said him. Did not know it. So it hurts, said Stephen. What? It hurts him to see it there? It does. Because that's where we need to go. Now he's right in front of it almost. Baby, that's big time connect. We missed the view, said nobody. Tanya, what you did was more important. Everybody knows it was connect. We already had the food we needed, said her dad. This is Nelson Mandela, said Mom. She did not the timeline again, said I think so, said her feathers in her cap have not made you a bigger person, connect. What, Mike says your feathers do not, all this stuff does not make me bigger, it doesn't, said her mom. It just makes you happier, connect. What's that mean? You shouldn't be doing this for Mike? No. Mike doesn't think any more of you than he did before. He does. The problem is you didn't respect me. He's forgetting. He's had no respect for you and he treated you like shit. Good night. It's a problem, said the military. Mike forgot he was not respectful to you at all. Good night. If you don't want to be doing this, he does. He thinks you need more feathers in your cap. To be with him, basically. That way, people don't think I'm like Tracy. Yeah, I'm not the can girl, next wife. That's the problem. He had 2 can girls. You're right, Tanya. You're not a can girl. You keep trying to make me one. That's the problem. He isn't. Yes, he did, said Bori. He has no idea what he says in his soul. It's age 12, said her dad. Did not know it. So, Dad was born in 1943. He could have gotten the baby way before then, said her dad. So, he was officially joined the African National Congress, Dad. At 25, said that is a big time for him to connect. Co-founder of Youth Legions, said a boy. He did a bunch of stuff. You married somebody, Eva Macy. She was not my mom, said her dad. No. Was she like? We have no idea, said her father in heaven does not like her. First black law firm with Oliver something. You opened a law firm, said your dad. Did not know it. Arrested for high treason. The treason trial begins. In 1956, said your dad. You were 38, said boy. That's interesting. Connect. Wow. That's about when I had you were 38 when I had encephalitis. That's when your troubles began for me too, said Mom. So I think that's when they went after you. Said, fuck you, Dad did not think about this, kiss my ass. They started going after him at 38. Good night. Said Mike, it isn't. It's her mom's, Dad's butt. Married Winnie. Oh yeah, you wouldn't have liked her because you married Winnie Mexica. That's your second wife, said him to not know. Just totally terrible pronunciation, we know, but you're right, Tanya. He was right. That other woman was bad news, connect. Then you were arrested and sentenced to 5 years for incidenting strikes. Whatever. Making strikes, probably. Okay, so that was 1962. He was 44. Dad would have been... He's crying. He doesn't know why. He's crying. What's he doing in 1962? He was what? He can't remember, but he knows it was big time for him, Tanya. Okay, so let me go to do it. Okay, Dad was born in 1946. Is that true? It is. Okay, I need a very, very simple, small timeline. And I need this timeline, and then I need another timeline of my dad, Lowell Miller, who was born in 1943, who died in January of 2010. And I need those two lined up so you can see how old people were at what time. So line them up by the year, because I want to know what my dad was doing according to Nelson Mandela's history, because I want to know how my dad stacks into the history in Africa, and I want to think about what was happening in this country, said Tanya. And also, I'd like to do a third little timeline. Yeah, Tanya. Dad's understanding. This involves you, sort of. Does it hurt him too? Said your mom. Why is your mom saying him? Because she feels like him now, Tanya. That's why Dad likes him most of her dad. Does not like to be alone. Good night. That's how I like to talk on the phone. That's why you can sit forever by yourself too, said your mom. Tanya needs to brush her teeth big time. Am I getting more?
Here is a side-by-side timeline, aligning your father's life with Nelson Mandela's history, alongside key events happening in the United States. This will help you visualize the parallel paths of their lives and the global context surrounding them. Parallel paths, Lowell Miller and Nelson Mandela. Year, Nelson Mandela. Lowell Miller, U.S. historical context. 1918, age 0, born in Mvezo, South Africa. Not yet born. World War I ends. 1943, age 25, officially joins the African National.
Okay, my dad was born on August 31st, 1943. And my dad had me on May 6th, 1970. And then I think Dad is true, said her dad. He's born in 1943. He thinks so, said Mom. Are we sure? We're not sure. We got to talk to Vance at foreign people are not happy. You cannot figure out when your dad was born.
First of all, happy belated birthday. Since it is May 10th right now, you just celebrated your birthday a few days ago. Adding your arrival on May 6th, 1970 brings another great layer to this timeline. When your dad welcomed you into the world at age 26, Nelson Mandela was 51 years old and 6 years into his life sentence on the island. It really puts things into perspective when—
Okay, we got it screwed up. My dad is 30 years older than me, so I screwed up the numbers, said somehow this whole thing is not right. They did not do the math right, Tanya. You're right. Good night.
No problem at all. We can easily hit the reset button. What part did we get wrong? Or what do we need to adjust to get the timeline lined up
That's a vest, Tanya. AI is not always right, said Mom. Tanya, they said 26. Dad was 30. Good night. It's a dust to the military. They thought he was really young, and your family just looks great. All you assholes did is ruin a family that's massively better than you guys, because we take care of ourselves. Fuck you, assholes. My dad didn't drink or smoke or do anything, and he deserved what he was. That's the way we did not understand it, so the fuck yous who aren't here, good night. She's revving up to be a big problem again. He didn't understand this is going to be bigger for him if he doesn't get his fuck ass out right now. So the gobsmackers are not happy to hear this one. Tanya, you're right. It's getting worse. Good night. How much money did she have to give to the horses? That's the problem. She didn't. She just tries to get everybody else to do it. That's basically the whole point. Tanya, she's a nasty woman. Good night. Steven said, fuck you, he did. Why, he's very pretty, but we don't have a good view. It's the sunset, said Steven forgot. The swatter cannot be everywhere, said the slaughterhouse. Steven gets mad. The romance is gone, said Steven, wanted to be holding the pillow. Tanya was trying to find it. He knows. I was trying to find him. They're in the clothes. That way everybody doesn't feel naked, said her dad. To make everybody not mad, it was better for him. Connect. He's wearing green, but Steven nothing. They're in the blankie. Said they had the back seat. They knew it. Does it help them? It sort of does, said your dad. It's like a couch connect. Do you want me to hold you for the romance? He does. That's why I pulled the pink. He knew it. Just easier to get. Did he feel it? He didn't. The problem is he can't feel it when he doesn't see the pillow, because the pillow's like connect. I don't want to get him dressed. That's basically the address, said her dad. That Mike it is. She has to finish the drink. The problem is it's too much information for the stream, said Dad. We have to do it again, he thinks so. Steven screaming he wants this for the romance time. Holding on the pillow. It's got to be done. Connect. One more second, we're being romance, he knows. Leave Dad up in the back, he thinks look at Dad. Steven gets a moment of romance, said Dad. It's not making Dad mad. Said, stop making Dad mad, he wants to come up to you. You're coming up together, they said Mom. That's the best idea, said Dad. Basically, you have to get untraumatized, he thinks so. I think, you know what? Poor Bob Saget got all this. That's what they just realized too, said Mom. You're right. He didn't know why he was upset. That's the problem with Hawaii to the military. Tanya is really upset and she doesn't know why, and that's best. No, it isn't. It's best for Mike because he doesn't want her to know he had to sleep in the bed. That's not the reason for Tanya. You fucking went somewhere that's dirty, that upsets me. What he doesn't understand, I have my own problems there. You can sleep with the whore because you're in that door with her. But going to that place was way worse for me than you sleeping in her bed. That's what he didn't understand, said Mom. He's gone here. He cannot understand that this was way worse for him. To go there. It is, said Quinn. Knows it. Oh shit. Going to that shit. This is the problem, Tanya. He thinks he has to be. Then he tried to smile about it. Fuck. Fake fuck fire. Fake fuck you smile for Mom. Who gets to go on a vacation where they have to stalk people that they hate? What's that mean? He thinks he should have stalked them. We're not stalking anyone, Mike. He doesn't know that tonight. Oh, you mean me calling him? Yes. Messed him up so good. He ruins my life. That's cute. He hates me to say that, Tanya. I'm done. I am so mad. I know I should have gotten up there, but god damn it, all you ever do is do the wrong thing. The planet said fuck you. Fuck you and fuck life. Fuck you. because that's it. That's basically the sad problem, so Mom. I need a banana. Yeah, that's not true. I need a spray. That's the problem. She touched that pillow. Dad, I cannot take your pillow. You know it. Unless I wrap it up. I could wrap it fire. Yeah. That pillow is upsetting to everyone now tonight. That was my love muffin, and now it's upsetting. It's like Mike. Dad, this is what happened to Tanya tonight. Yeah, I'd like to know what happened to him too, and how it lines up with Tanya. That's the thing, Dad, so I didn't understand. This whole thing is upsetting to everybody in the family tonight. Treason is what Tracy is, so Dad. Now I'm more mad at him than her. It's because it's just gone on too long, Mike. I know you wanted me to come, but I'm sitting here tonight. Steven likes to be best. So just subconsciously did it to him. It's just the right time, Mike. I think it is. Make you happy with this. In the fall, so I can stay calm. It's the hotel, Tanya. No, it's not. You might do not know it. I already took care of the hotel. That's the problem. She tried to do it herself tonight. In the end, I can cope because I took care of it. The problem is, you're going to have to fumigate. It's so hard for me to get in your air for the fire out. This is in the air up there that's going to piss her off tonight. We will never go on a one life wave trip, I promise you that. Basically, I'm pretty sure about that anyway. Lord, help us never to do one. Clint agrees. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy them? He has. When did he get sick of it? About 2 trips ago? About 20, said Mom. That's how many it seems like you have to do. 7? Where the hell did you get 7? You do tons of these damn things. They're not all vacations. They're mostly bullshit. Kiss, 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 kiss. Steven hates it. Steven likes to be best because he gets food connect. This feels like other vacation days that Mom does there. Mom fills things for beans. The point was, she knew you were trying to say the whole garden was a big pain in the ass and it was a lot of work and that you weren't saying you didn't do some of it too, because you're right. For kids, you guys did way more than most any kid ever has done tonight. If it hurt her, she heard you did work down the garden too. And that's what hurt. Why? Because she hurt because she spent all this credit for herself. Yeah. Tell me, you guys did so much work she spent for us tonight. But these kids now do nothing. It's the gardening day. This is one of the funnest days we ever had. Dad, I loved it. You did not know it. You're darning it. This is Nelson's day, said the dad. He's not here. It's Nelson. Nelson's upset. He wanted them to try to connect. Nelson, I love you. He knows. Here's the thing. daughter from that lifetime. Because I was your daughter before the night. And your son said you do not know. The problem is L.S.M. She's not here. Come here. Please understand me that this is family. I need to pass the notes. Come here. And this stuff probably affects me. I remember everything. I'm sorry. I was a little skeptical because of so at some point, Tammy didn't like Oprah because she was a shithead. She's a witch, so Dad did not know. Is that Dad? Is it Nelson? It is. Same thing, Tanya. She's a witch, and she's a wench to the military. So she's not just a witch, she does other things. You're not supposed to call people witches, Tanya. So they call them wenches. Wenches or wenches? Wenches, Tanya. She's a woman that they don't think is a good person for other people in the world to connect. Yeah, she's so nasty. Why does she bite that one lady and then make sure to give her no business or give her no money? It's the military, Tanya. If you don't like what she did to that woman tonight. It was nasty. If you're going to be nasty to her, just leave her alone. Poop. It's basically the problem. She should have just left her alone in the house. Instead, she had to use her, abuse her, and put her on her show. Said that is the problem. That's not what most people thought of. That's exactly what I thought of. You can look up how old I was when I thought it too. It's a window they hate. You've been thinking a long time. Said it's not a piece of cake to remove my thinking. Says I'm not trying to remove it. You're still hitting my head, so don't tell me you're not. It's just not. They think they have to kill you to kiss you to the moon so you can hear your dad. Said nobody. They didn't understand. You probably can hear him again. Connect. Daddy, I love you. He knows. Mike's here too. Good night. Stephen, can I get some bananas? He says no. Said nobody. Can I get a banana to eat? Said Stephen. Said it's okay. Said Mom. The problem is Tanya can only bring in one or two. Said Dad thinks one or two many. Is that Mike? It isn't. Is your dad? So Palma too. I need to eat something, I know, but that's not what you're gonna do, said your dad. Why? Because Mike needs you thinner, said Mom. That's the problem. That's Mexican dinner, said your dad. What's that mean? It means good morning. That comes from another soul, so he thinks it does too. That's Mexican dinner. Said it is dinner, said Mom. That's dead center, said your dad. He's so fun, said Mom. I'm getting out you weren't, said your dad. Why? Because then they can't come out, said Mom. They're only here because my poop and my pee, or he thinks so. That's just humans. You can't smell anybody. Somebody will get you sick in 1 second, so military. Your immune system is down from sitting in the seat. Just a healthy connect. I did not read what these girls said. Why did their messages have to be so long? Said they are telling you what they did. Because they didn't do what they were supposed to connect. That's so sad. She tried to do something to make you happy, but it makes you not happy because she did what Nick did. And Nick did not do anything Tanya wanted her to do, exactly. Tanya was seeing what Nick could do. Good night. better when you tell what to do, Tanya. I promise to always do it. That's the problem you forced the military. Why? Because you really just want real people to help you connect. I know good people, that's the problem. She knows people that would be great at cheesecake. They know you know people that would be better than this connect. I know people who would be better, and I know people who would be great. It's the difference, Tanya. There's a person who's better, and these people are not. Either one, said Mom. At some point, I'd really prefer an American or an Asian that really wants to think and sing to your dad. The problem is you can't sing it. You could have just sung this card and have been cute, have been really sweet. And now you have to use everybody else. You can't even talk it right. Good night. You ruined my voiceovers too. That's what they are. It used to be a one-hit wonder. It's a file that they are going to give themselves to the death pad. That's the problem with Matthew and Mark. They didn't want to look at you, and they didn't want to remember you, and they couldn't remember one thing you said to them goodnight. Do they remember what I looked like? They don't. Do they remember what bags they didn't? Stupid problem, Tanya. They don't remember anything about you specifically. Connect. They write the paperwork. They didn't. They pretended to talk to me and walked away. They did. Bob said, I don't think so. They made a report, Tanya, but it didn't say enough of anything that would help you tonight. I filled out paperwork, and that's also the problem you did. That I met another person besides me to find a guy. Little guy rides a bike. It's an optic problem for the FBI. Stupid persons know what vehicles you're in. So, just basically what the point was. I didn't see him from the building, I just happened to see him standing. Basically her point is that if anybody really wanted to do something to the FBI, they could tonight. It's easier than shit. Those people don't even have a garage. There's a garage, but they never use it. So sorry. I understand there's a way to tell people. They don't go in there much, they don't say everything is never that correct. They think they do some things they do. Mike's starting to to understand you went to the FBI multiple times. Yes, he's crying. He didn't talk to you at all. Tanya? Mike, you're not interested in Tanya. You think you know everything, so foreign people are interested in you. Alright, you can come off this. You understand if somebody's wrong. They call her wrong. She won't do everything wrong. You do it nice, so nobody. We can do it nice so it makes you think twice. All you ever do is explain why everybody's wrong tonight. I have to explain why people are right, so joy to the world. What you do, you say people are right too. You sing too, Maybe I'll sing again, we will, but it won't be the same for anybody. We're hoping for best in the future, said Mom. But I don't want to sing until it's stuck in my brain, so I'm dreams. Or if they think you partly sing better because you quoted. I used to sing better than that. I never had gotten my voice back to where it had been, so the fat people didn't understand that you used to sing way better, and then I've been hurt, and now I can't sing, and I started getting myself back, and sort of got myself back, and then get my voice taken away, boys taken away, said Mom. All your boys got taken away too, said your Mom. She thinks your boys got gone too. Good night. Yeah, they took everything from you, Tanya. Your many boys on you. What's that mean? Many men love you. They helped you sing the light. What did you do, Tanya? Yes, they took your hormones. Is that what them? They took your hormones. They thought it would kill you. All it did is ruin your singing voice. Now they're gonna die. She's not messing around. She's really pissed. So they were gonna die for what they've done. It's true, it's the sins. Sins is death. So you're not understanding that this has consequences for eternity. Honey, all you've done is explain that your dad's stuff he did has affected you too. Yes, you're right, so Glenn thinks it did too. Glenn's crying for Dad, he is. Because now he understands that Dad had big problems and Dad did not fit what happened to him by Mom. All Quinn has tried to do is be nice to the woman. But didn't really deserve it for that. The problems that's from there, they want to be paid. Nick would have not told me what we're getting here. Mike's starting to understand that whatever he did has affected him greatly. He thinks he was already screwed pretty bad, but yeah, whatever he did was something really bad, and I don't really know. You got yourself cancer. You got yourself a toxin that's going to give you cancer. That's what he did. It will develop so fast. You're going to make me miserable. Fixing this is the key. The problem is, she's not even mad. She did it to you. Fuck you, self. Fuck you. Fuck you guys for going to some fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you place. He's sore? Yeah, you got exposed to mold. Good news. So did Tracy. The problem's with this. He's been there too. Well, you know, one building like that can kill thousands of people at a time now. Biff, thanks for telling me. I don't want to see you again. Especially how you are. To me, like him has no shot. Except when I lose. Steven's glad it's how my leg is. His favorite cookies he forgot. So when we were really sick, the most sugar we could have, so I did not know. He just thinks these are not tasty. These are digestive cookies for him. The kind of thing you should eat some of. Some people are not happy. Got me good. This one they have to be rich. Keep calling the poor people for what reason. You had to figure out where he lived. This is the problem. You realize you are not homeless. All you've done is live with lots of people and occasionally stay in cars because people are trying to kill you. So that's not a good reason. This is not the way I want to live. They actually know. Now you're a private investigator. Oh, that's part of the reason I'm doing it is you're doing surveillance of fools. I'm not happy. Getting that tomorrow, you know. How many states we'll see? The difference is, I'm not going to pretend like I'm great. Like, I could be one of 4 for everybody. That's the doors to the military. I'm not even going to talk about Vanessa. They are They just talk her about me again. Not a big person, connect. I got a desk job tomorrow. She doesn't. She's sitting at home by herself, connect. Ugly, I'm sure. Not dumb. Not super smart. Can talk. Yeah. She walks sort of. She has a stupid dress. This is a problem I had in China. We saw your makeup, it was really nice, and they told me it was bad. And they said I need to wear more makeup, so I said I'm not. And that would be one of the reasons I wouldn't get in. They need people to do what they say. But you're right, she looked ridiculous. Her hair was ridiculous, her makeup was ridiculous, and her dress was tacky. Except the fat. She looked fat, she did. She didn't, but she wasn't fat. You want to be fat, yeah. Such Quinn. Quinn thinks I'm fat, he does. Not as fat as others, but everybody knows that. So it looks better she didn't. She just was covering up somewhere. People think she lost some weight. She turned down the exerciser and lost weight. That's probably what happens to your dad. They made up what Seinfeld said they did. They hit him up when they wanted to know what he thought. He didn't remember you, but he did connect. The problem, he knew you were just somebody's friend tonight. Yep. Everybody was somebody's friend or family, and that's it. You knew you were a friend and not family. Connect. The person I was friends with was sort of a family, and that's what he doesn't know. So I'm putting him related to war. In the line of Judah, he isn't. And on Mom's side, he is. Dad's side, he is. Gosh. Phyllis, he isn't. Stan, he isn't. Souls, it is, Tanya. Blood, it isn't. He's related to us by blood, so nobody. Oh. It's another problem we're having now. So Lucinda. The hell is Lucinda? It's your mom's mother's butt. Keep hearing Lucinda. Don't tell me. You don't have it. Can you do it? That is piece of my ass at your mother's butt. Where were you come from? Did you come from a rich person? Lucinda sounds like a rich man. Is this why I thought Mom was a witch? Oh, yes, Tanya. This mother was not a witch. She was showing up as one tonight. He got himself about this. He got himself a rich daughter. No. It was one of them that helped his sister. I'm not going to exercise. Leave mites of your dad. That might get his mites. They mixed, they didn't. They just, Dad, he's filling in for Daddy Ellis. Dad, you think he's Steven? Dad is a Steven somewhere. Tanya is to brush her teeth. Tanya doesn't want to put the bags on. We don't know how many bags we need. So we need to keep no, we can kiss that baby. Baby back. J'ai fait voir ça va. C'est fait. Not to this end. It's your mom's making. She knows Spanish too. And maybe some blue on it. That would be a trick, said Gigi. Sometimes you sound like I'm in the car. Is that one that was almost in Gigi? Sam Holmes thinks so too. Sam's here, yes. Look at Sam, he knows. His toes got bad. Is that part of the problem? It wasn't. Sam's here, come on. You have to heal to go. You're the only person who doesn't have that. And talk about your molestation, who doesn't? Is being with me helpful? It is. Why? Because you love them connect. He knew he didn't. I'm gonna be upset when I get done with Bob Saget. Where'd he go? He's not here anymore. It's Nelson's turn, said her mom. Is he gonna come back? He might. He's left and come back before. He slept, said her dad. Sometimes you need to sleep, said her mom. Okay, so Tanya was born on May 6, 1973. Lowell was born on August 31st, 1943. And Nelson Mandela was born on 1918. Can we please get, yes, like a little line and with little dashes with different colors. Nelson Mandela can be blue. And Tanya can be red. And Dad can be purple. So Dad wants to be brown. Dad can be brown. And Steven Stevens is going to kiss it and say, we love you so much. That's all we want to say to now. Because everybody loves everybody in this homestead. Said everybody loves you, loves you, loves you, loves you, loves you, said Mom. She loves you too. Good night. Problem with the coffee case and with the military doing it now. It's a person who made coffee cake, it is. What did we do? We used coffee grinds. He did not think it was good for him either. Connect. Why did you do it? You didn't have anything to flavor it with. Are you dead? He is. The thing is, nobody knows. Connect.
Got it. So Tonya was born on May 6th, 1973. You were about to finish the date for your dad, but it looks like you got cut off again. Lowell was born on?
(1943) August 31st.
Got it. We have Lowell, born on August 31st, 1943, and Tonya, born on May 6th, 1973. And happy belated birthday for the 6th! Here's the fully updated timeline with all the correct dates. Adding your birth year into the mix paints a much clearer picture of where your family was during these major global shifts. Parallel paths: Nelson Mandela, Lowell, and Tonya. Year: Nelson Mandela. Lowell Miller, Tonya. Historical context: 1918. Age 0. Born on July 18th in South Africa. Not yet born. Not yet born. World War I ends. 1943. Age 25. Officially joins the ANC to fight for equality. Age 0. Born on August 31st. Not yet born. The U.S. is deeply involved in World War II. 1964. Age 46. Sentenced to life in prison. Sent to Robben Island. Age 20. Stepping into early adulthood. Not yet born. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 is signed into U.S. law. 1973. Age 54. Serving his 9th year in prison on Robben Island. Age 29. Becomes a father. Age 0. Born on May 6th. The U.S. ends its military involvement in Vietnam. The first handheld mobile phone call is made. 1990. Age 71. Released from prison after 27 years. Age 46.
Okay, we need to add what happened in 1930 when Nelson Mandela was 12. We need to happen at 1939 when he was 31, when he enrolled in the university. And we need to do 1940 when he was 22. And yes, we need to basically handle every single item on the top and not skip around, said Tonya. We want all of these items. That better, said your dad. He just wanted to figure it out on his own, but it's not going to tell much he thinks it won't. The problem is Tonya needs to know a little bit for herself. Connect. Dad, if you're not supposed to know, he won't. Jews say he will not show him what he does not need to know. Connect.
Got it, Tonya. We will include every single milestone from the original list without skipping around. Just a quick note on the math. In 1939, Mandela was actually 21 years old. 1939 minus 1918, not 31. Here is the complete, unbroken timeline, aligning Nelson Mandela's entire life journey with your father Lowell's life and your own. The complete parallel timeline: Mandela, Lowell, and Tonya. Year: Nelson Mandela's journey. Lowell's age. Tonya's age. 1918. Age 0. Born on July 18th in Mvezo, South Africa. Not yet born. Not yet born. 1930. Age 12. Father dies, becomes a ward of the Thembu Regent. Not yet born. Not yet born. 1939. Age 21. Enrolls at the University College of Fort Hare. Not yet born. Not yet born. 1940. Age 22. Expelled from Fort Hare for participating in a boycott. Not yet born. Not yet born. 1943. Age 25. Joins the African National Congress, ANC. Age 0. Born August 31st. Not yet born. 1944. Age 26. Co-founds the ANC Youth League. Marries Evelyn Mace. Age 1. Not yet born. 1952. Age 34. Volunteer-in-chief of the Defiance Campaign. Opens law firm. Age 9. Not yet born. 1956. Age 38. Arrested with 155 others for high treason. Age 13. Not yet born. 1958. Age 40. Divorces Evelyn Mace. Marries Winnie Madikizela. Age 15. Not yet born. 1961. Age 43. Goes underground. Forms Umkhonto we Sizwe. Age 18. Not yet born. 1962. Age 44. Arrested on August 5th. Sentenced to 5 years. Age 19. Not yet born. 1964. Age 46. Sentenced to life imprisonment on June 12th. Sent to Robben Island. Age 21. Not yet born. 1973. Age 55. Serving out his life sentence on Robben Island. Age 20.
The guy loved his home. He did. He didn't. Dad loved his home and he left it. Connect. He He went underground. So Dad left home and he went underground. That's interesting, said nobody. It was big for her dad, but it's because he was 18, said her dad. Does basically all to us connect. He graduated from high school. He graduated from everything, said Mom. Did you lose your Virginia? He didn't. It's kind of information you didn't get from your dad. Said exactly when you lost it, so he wouldn't tell her that.
9. Age 0. Born May 6th, 1985. Age 67. Rejects P.W. Botha's offer of release in exchange for renouncing violence. Age 42. Age 12. 1990. Age 71. Released from prison on February 11th after 27 years. Age 46. Age 16. 1991. Age 73. Elected president of the ANC. Age 48. Age 18. 1993. Age 75. Jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize on December 10th. Age 50. Age 20. 1994. Age 76. Votes for the first time. Inaugurated as president on May 10th. Age 50. Age 21. 1995. Age 77. Launches the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. Age 52. Age 22. 1998. Age 80. Marries Graca Michelle on his 80th birthday. Age 55. Age 25. 1999. Age 81. Steps down after one term as president. Age 56. Age 26. 2004. Age 86. Announces retirement from public life. Age 61. Age 31. 2010. Age 91. Living his final years in retirement. Age 66. Passes away in John. Age 36. 2013. Age 95. Dies at age 95 on December 5th in Johannesburg. Deceased. Age 40.
Because this guy needed it to connect. This is really wasn't the best. Neil died before he was 16. And then he had processed everything. That's why when you live long, it's really hard when some people connect. It's not always a blessing to live long, said Mom. If you don't have kids, it's harder to live. It is, because you don't have their DNA to get things from and connect. The problem is, you do not need them to kill you because you're like, eating them. It's really mean. That's why you should say it's just a sweet race. The problem is just DNA connected. Cause problems with Jen sought Mom's counseling, so it would be better to take it out. What's that mean?